How do you know you have blood sugar balancing issues? Take a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to jot down a check mark for each of these that you are going to say yes to. Aside from the obvious things, type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes, insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome. If anybody's ever mentioned that word. Okay, number one, what is the number one way that I see people in my practice, and when we're in conversations, they say they have this, and I go, blood sugar balancing. Number one, you get hangry, or you get the shakes at certain parts of the day. I used to get this. I know this one intimately. The only thing that would rectify it is a burger. Wow, did I ever hone in on the solution, actually? Do you get hangry during the day? 4 o'clock comes around. Do you have the witching hour at your house? Is another way you can think of this. Item number 2. Do you have cravings? You have blood sugar balancing issues. I don't care what kind of cravings. Do you have cravings for sweets, salty, crunchy, chips, cookies? Are you the person where you can't not walk by the pantry and have 5 sleeves of those cookies that you bought on the weekend that you were saving because your mother-in-law is coming next week and you know how much she loves those cookies, and oops, you ate them all. Yeah. Oh, hi. How's that going? That's number 2. Number 3, do you have energy crashes over the course of the day? Do you get dips, lulls? Do you need a nap mid-afternoon? Number 4, do you get wired and tired after dinner? What I call it in my practice is the 7th wind. You know, you've done all the dinner, you've done the dishes, everything's put away, lunches are ready for tomorrow, homework is figured out, meat is defrosting for tomorrow night's dinner. What needs to happen still? Oh, now I can do all of the things. My eyes prop open, and now I'm able to save the world, and I should take up a new hobby, and I should probably try this, and I could try that, and let's go research, and let's decide. Do you have that wired and tired feeling into your evenings? 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Are you the person at 11 who's scrolling through your feed because now you have enough energy and you can finally think for the first time in the day? Yeah. Ding dong, you have blood sugar balance issues. Number 5, do you have a diagnosis of PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, type 2 diabetes, or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease? Hi, friend. Blood sugar issues are your main game. Number 6, do you have Candida? That's all blood sugar balance issues. Yeah, microbiome related, but it all has to do with blood sugar's gone awry, which is setting everything else off. Number 7, do you have cholesterol that is rising, or do you have blood pressure issues? High blood pressure. Even low blood pressure, I will say, actually is the opposite end. Often opposite end symptoms can be indicative of you are in different stages of what's contributing here. Number 8, this is my least favorite one and my most probable one for many of my clients. Do you have insomnia? Do you struggle with adequate sleep? Are you awake in the middle of the night? Often. More than 3 nights a week, more than 1 night a week, friend, actually. Yeah. Number 9, do you have adrenal fatigue? Are your adrenals tuckered out? Do you feel stress keenly? There's a whole other subset with adrenal stuff going on, but where your resiliency is thin. You have blood sugar balancing issues contributing to everything. Number 10, this is my favorite one. Do you rely on coffee all day long to get you through the day, or do you wish that they had toothpicks at work so you could prop your eyelids open for those afternoon meetings because that's really hard to get through? How many of these 10 did you say yes to? I've got 20 more, and I talk about them all in the GoodFood Network. But these are the top most common symptom signs, ways that your body is telling us that you have blood sugar balancing issues. How many of those did you say yes to? The more you did, the more you should be in the GoodFood Network. Somebody here says 7. Oh, honey, aren't you lucky to be in the Good Food Network? Yeah. So there's so many of these symptoms that are those wiggly, niggly little things that can show up and so very clearly start to stack up on top of each other. 20, 30 years goes by and you go, no, but these were all just little things that weren't that bad. And now I've got, and now I've got, and now I've got, and now I've got. And you start to build on how many yeses you've got. So got somebody else saying 5 or 6. So how many of these? 10. You're going to benefit from doing some of the content in the Good Food Network this month.